friends, Miss Kerri here, and welcome to Family Some More Camping Fun. I'm so glad you could join me today, and I hope you're very excited about getting your bags to take home. Speaking of, in your bag, you are going to get all of the supplies you'll need for s'mores, except for the stick. So you'll be getting things such as candy bars, marshmallows, and graham crackers. I've also included a couple of fun camping activities, such as a sheet so that you guys can try and pick out the summer constellations from the northern hemisphere. I made you guys a camping I Spy, and this goes for if you're camping in your backyard too or someplace else. And then I also got you guys a camping scavenger hunt. So I hope you had fun with those wherever you choose to camp. If you don't have a fire available to you, like if you're at a campsite that you can't have a fire, or if you're in your backyard, I recommend making your s'more in a tin foil packet in the oven. So you just assemble with your graham cracker, your chocolate, your marshmallow, and your other graham cracker. And then you're going to want to fold it up tight. You don't want this leaking in the oven. And then there you go. You're going to put this in your oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. I just popped mine into the oven, so while that's cooking, I think we're going to have some fun with a couple of camping stories. You guys ready? Okay. So for our first rhyme today, we're going to be counting out 5 little marshmallows. If you don't have 5 little marshmallows, just go ahead and use those fingers, but I do have 5 little marshmallows. Okay, so here we go. 5 little marshmallows, wish there were more. I ate one and then there were 4. 4 little marshmallows, squishy as can be. I ate one and then there were 3. 3 little marshmallows, fresh and new. I ate one and then there were 2. 2 little marshmallows, camping is so fun. I ate one and then there was 1. 1 little marshmallow has no more friends. I ate that one and that's how it ends. Yay! Okay, for our first book today, we're going to be reading A Camping Spree with Mr. McGee by Chris Van Dusen. Okay, if you've been to a story time with me before, you know I like to sing a song before we read our books. So if you know it, sing along. And if you don't, just clap. You guys ready? Take a look at my book. Take a look at my book. We'll turn the pages nice and slow. Look at the pictures as we go. Take a look at my book. Nice. Okay. Early one morning at 7:03, Mr. McGee and his little dog Dee packed up the camper and hitched up the load, hopped in the Rambler and hit the road. They drove to the mountains far from the sea for 2 nights of camping, or possibly 3. There's nothing like camping, said Mr. McGee. I know you will love it. Just you wait and see. The views are fantastic. There's hardly a sound. Aside from the wildlife, there's no one around. And the air is so sweet you'll sleep like a log, said Mr. McGee to his small spotted dog. A few hours later, they took a sharp right and found a great spot to lay camp for the night. It was high on a hill with a beautiful view off Mount Adams, Mount Lincoln, and Jefferson too. But perhaps the most wonderful feature of all was the brook that ran over a steep waterfall. As the embers went out, they felt tired and dozy, so they climbed in their bunk beds all comfy and cozy. But while they were falling asleep without care, along came a stumbling, bumbling bear. A kindly old bear whose sight wasn't so clear. He couldn't see far, and he couldn't see near. But he could smell marshmallows, sticky and sweet. This smell made him hungry. He wanted a treat. He sniffed out the place where the marshmallows lay, but the car and the camper were in the bear's way. Yet that didn't stop the sneaky old snitch. He simply tried squeezing right under the hitch. And as he was shimmying into the gap, he pushed up the hitch, which let go with a snap. Now that the camper and car were untied, they started to roll down the rocky hillside. The car bounced away on the old logging road while the camper was heading where the stream flowed. It flew down the hill in a wild, bumpy ride, with Dee and McGee sleeping soundly inside. They were snoring and snoozing, enjoying a dream, when splash went the camper right into the stream. The splash shook the camper. They bumped out of bed. Now what in the world was that? McGee said. And when he looked down and saw where they were, his hair stood on end, and so did Dee's fur. They were caught in the rapids, but that wasn't all. They were headed smack dab for the big waterfall. Dee and McGee both started to quiver as faster and faster they headed downriver. But just when they thought they'd fall over the edge, their camper got stuck on a rock at the ledge. So there they were stranded, McGee and his pup, on the top of a waterfall 50 feet up. Meanwhile, that nearsighted bear from before were searching for one little marshmallow more, when lo and behold, as if out of a dream, he spied something sweet floating over the stream. But what the bear thought was a marshmallow treat was really the hitch and not something to eat. The bear was determined to capture his prize, so he jumped in the water right up to his thighs. He splashed through the stream to the edge of the fall and snatched up the trailer hitch, camper and all. Dee felt a tug. McGee heard a knock as the bear pulled the camper right off of the rock. He dragged them both all the way back to the bank when he realized the hitch was not sweet, but quite rank. He spit out the hitch and left in dismay, while McGee and Dee's camper again rolled away. It flew down the path with a jolt and a jar and stopped in some bushes right next to the car. Dee popped her head out. McGee looked too. Had they really stopped rolling? Could it be true? At last things were quiet and peaceful and still. They hooked up the hitch and drove off down the hill. And on the way home, McGee said to Dee, "That trip wasn't quite like what I thought it would be." So when they got home, with the sky turning red, they decided to camp in the backyard instead. Yay! Okay, we still have a couple minutes more for our marshmallow s'mores. So next we're going to read Starry Skies by Samantha Shaglin. Okay. Every night the sky is filled with stars that tell 1,000 stories. In the sky tonight, Benjamin bravely battles a fierce dragon, the constellation Draco. In the sky tonight, Luna practices her roar for Leo the lion. In the sky tonight, Sophia and her mom find their way along a forest path, Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. In the sky tonight, Leah is ready to spread her wings and fly, Pegasus. In the sky tonight, Toby sees plenty more fish in the sea, Pisces. In the sky tonight, Emma makes a splash and a friend, Delphinus. In the sky tonight, Bailey finds a playful pal, Canis Major. In the sky tonight, Christopher aims for the stars, Orion. In the sky tonight, Madison and Morgan are seeing double, Gemini. In the sky tonight, Sarah hops to new heights, Hare. In the sky tonight, Oscar dreams of a star-struck crowd of fans, Taurus. In the sky tonight, Maria has a bird's eye view of the world, Eagle. In the sky tonight, Emily thanks her lucky stars that dreams come true, Unicorn. In the sky tonight, the stars are so clear and bright, they help everyone find their way home, Swan. In the sky every night, the stars put on a show, like the Summer Triangle, Hercules, Corona Borealis, the Big Dipper, Cetus the whale, and the giraffe. Depending on where you live and what season it is, you will see different constellations. The end. Yay! Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go into my oven and get my s'mores. All right, guys, I just got my s'more out of the oven. Let's take a look. Guys. Perfect. I hope your s'mores come out just as good and that they taste delicious. Happy summer, everybody. Bye. See you next time.